buyers or sellers around this area. So that's the importance of this candlestick mathematics, giving me some sort of example like price has possibility come around this 0.382 and this 0.5 is going to be a very crucial area for me. Price coming to this area, trying to break above and getting pushed to the downside. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So as you can already read on my thumbnail, this here is an emergency update, because if you look at the Bitcoin price action at the moment, it's falling in a massive pace. If you are following me on Twitter, guys, I actually stated that very clearly there. Let me show you that. So if you are following me on Twitter, I posted this around 9,195 area, right? I said if the price fails to hold the weekly CPR level and the 20 daily moving average, we might retest the monthly CPR line again, and it was around 9,195 area, as you can see. And those people who saw this, they were really aware what's going to happen next. And if you look now, you can see the price is already falling in a massive pace. So look at this, we call it around like 9,195 area. It's already almost like 365 points, guys. That's why. And also the reason why I'm actually calling that the price has possibility to test the monthly CPR line is not just out of thin air, guys. I actually did some other analysis and found out that this area, this monthly CPR area, is going to be very crucial. Let me show you one example, okay? This inverse cup and handle is also giving me some sort of example like the price has possibility come around this 8,300 or 8,400 area. And if I actually look around this particular area, this CPR, this monthly CPR line, this was also exactly where we started. That's why I said, okay, this is also like showing us move to the downside. And this monthly CPR, if you're watching it clearly, we can see this previous month was a very narrow CPR, right? And this here is a monthly CPR, it's a bit wider. So we are expecting not a volatile market, but the price to come around this CPR line. I have told this plenty of time in my previous video, guys, and you have noticed, right? And we can see here, this is the end of the month, this line here. So I have already told plenty of time there is high probability of price coming around this area, testing this monthly CPR at the end of the month. And maybe now looking at this pace, we can see it in the coming days, right? So that's why, guys, be very careful. And also, if we look this in a daily time frame, it looks like here some sort of double top. And why also mention the price is starting to break from this level is because I actually did the candlestick mathematics, and that's why I'm also going to show you how you can do this candlestick mathematics. Okay, you can see here I've already written gravestone doji. We don't need it now. This is when I was doing my analysis. I found out this gravestone doji was showing me that the price of possibility going to the downside. And also I actually used the Fibonacci retracement, and it's showing me that this 0.382 and this 0.5 is going to be a very crucial area for me. That's why in a daily candle, this is going to be around 7,600, 7,700. And guys, if you have watched my CPR video, here we have a weekly version CPR, and which is around this 7,500 area and also around this 7,200 area, right? This here. So in a coming month or in a coming weeks, if the price is going to continue and if not going to find any support around this monthly CPR, then we might also see in a worst case scenario price coming around this 7,000 area again, guys. That's why you have to keep this in mind. And also, if you want to know how or why I was writing a gravestone doji around this particular area, because when I was doing my analysis, I actually counted these candles here, 1 2 3 4, because when I was doing my candlestick math, it was not clear that if it's going to be a double top or not, right back there. That's why I actually thought, okay, I need a confirmation. Always it's important to price to show you one movement, because if you enter here, right, enter here, maybe you will see a doji, and doji is not giving you a proper confirmation either to the upside or the downside. That's why, look, this candle here, this bearish candle, it actually indicated, hey, the trend might be reversing. So right now is the perfect time to use the mathematics, right, the candlestick mathematics. So look, 1 2 3 4 5 6, this 6 candle, we are going to calculate it. So for that, what we need is we are going to choose, let me enlarge it a bit, okay. So for that, what we need is we are going to look among the 6 candle, the longest wick. Which candle has the longest wick? This red one, right? So we are going to point it out like this. And the lowest out of the 6 candle, this one, right? This is the lowest point. And then we draw a line. And now what we need is a highest body structure. This red candle has the highest body structure among these 6 candles. So we'll draw a line from here exactly like this. Okay. And for also same scenario in the downside, guys, we are looking for the lowest body structure, which is this red candle here, right? There's the lowest body structure. So now we'll draw a line. Now what we need is a wick from one point to the another, and same here, guys, one point to another. Okay, now what we need is a body. So this is the body. Now we can just delete the rest. And what we need to do at the end is the last candle. This here is the last candle. Where is the candle closing? We are going to take this to the candle close area. So this here is the area where the candle actually closed, isn't it? So now if you look at this, what can you see? This is a clearly a gravestone doji, isn't it? So it's indicating me. Now we can see the sellers here are clearly like pushing the price to the downward direction. So that's why when the price was around here, it actually indicated there is a possibility this being a double top. And now if you look at this space, guys, look, this is where we are at the moment. This is where we are at the moment. And look, this kind of information you can get beforehand, isn't it? That's why use what knowledge you have to identify this kind of trend, guys. And also this candlestick knowledge, what I actually just showed you, could be very, very helpful. And also, please, as I said, use or wait for the proper confirmation to use this. And also let me show you one more example so that you guys can understand it even properly. Okay, so I have prepared here just a random example. Okay, so to calculate, I said you, if you are going to calculate amongst these two candles, you take the longest week part, right, like this. The body structure, the highest body structure is here. You take like this, and the lowest wick, which is this one, this green line, and the lowest body structure, they are both are same, right? So you can take it like this, and if you draw a body between them, it's going to look somewhere like this. But now what you're going to do, you are going to look for this, the last candle closes. Where did this candle close? It closed above here, right? That's why we are going to move our body to the level where the last candle closed. Now in this way you can see how, if you calculate this both candles, how this is going to result. You can see this is a clear pin bar, and now you can see if there is a buyers or sellers around this area. So that's the importance of this candlestick mathematics. And I actually told you this candlestick mathematics is very, very like nice if you could identify this when you are like not sure if this is going to be a double top or double bottom area. Okay, so this here, if you look properly, it's also showing me some sort of like, hey, this might be another scenario where the price is making double top, right? Okay, and the price is now already going to the downside. And if you are using this mathematics again, this candlestick mathematics, guys, what we need is a confirmation. Look at here, the price came to an point right after this double top confirmation. Price started going to the downside, right? That's clear because double top indicates a bearish scenario, and price started falling to the downside. Here we found the support, and then price started going to the upside. And look, or after reaching this critical area, there is always one area, guys, where the price tries to break. That's why if you find this kind of key level, as I've already showed in my previous example, price, if it comes around this area, guys, and it falls, what it usually does, if this is a key level, it always tries to come back, test this key level again. And if it actually goes above this area, you have to wait for the confirmation. Confirmation, I mean it coming back to this area, finding support, and that's when we are going to enter the market. Okay, so if this is not a key level, what usually happens, price comes in and it gets rejected and it started going to the downside. And if you look at here, you can see, right, this trend line, we found support here, and it also rejected sometime here, and now the same line, this line, the price came to test this area and it rejected this candle again, and it started going to the downside. But if you look at here, guys, what can you see here? It's not giving us a proper confirmation. Either it's going to go to the upside like this, or the trend is going to continue to the downside. That's why we are going to use this candlestick mathematics again. For in this case, let me show you. If you use your candlestick here, you are not getting any proper like confirmation where the trend is heading, isn't it? So what did I say? We need a signal to show where the trend might be actually heading. So what we can do, we are looking for confirmation. Now it's showing us it's forming some sort of like, or finding support around this particular area, and boom, look, this moved to the upside. And now is it actually making a double top here? That's why what we can do is use our mathematics. And as I already showed you guys what we are going to do, let's take this area. Okay guys, let's take these candles here. So if we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, or even this one, fifth candle, doesn't matter. Okay, we can draw a trend line. Which one has the highest wick? This here. We are drawing a wick here, and the lowest one is here. The highest body structure is here, and the lowest body structure is here. So now let's draw a wick from one line to the other, and same here to there. So now we need a body. Now let's delete this rest. We don't need it anymore. So now what did I say? We are going to look for the last candle where it actually closed, and in this case it closed here above, isn't it? So that's why we are taking this candle body to the upper part where the previous candle closed, I mean the last candle closed, and now you can pull your wick. What can you see here guys? This is a clear dragonfly doji. A dragonfly doji symbolizes the change. So now if you see here, it's actually showing us very clearly that now there are buyers around this area, and the price has possibility going to the upside, isn't it? So now you can see here, after calculating this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, we are getting this candle. If you delete this 5 candle guys, and only look here, and we know right now if you calculate all this, this is going to appear. So is this a bullish sign or bearish sign? This is absolutely a bullish sign, isn't it? So now we actually waited until we got a confirmation, and this confirmation we got it, right? And what we do in this kind of situation, we are clearly getting indication that buyers are stepping in, so we are going long here, no doubt about it. You can see here my stop loss is here, lower than this last candle, and I'm going for 1, 2, 3 risk reward. So now if you look here guys, what happened after that? Boom, boom, boom. Look, our target got reached, isn't it? Because we already got this information with this dragonfly doji. That's the power of this candle. Also now please do keep eye on this what I've said. Okay, we can also see scenario where the price coming to test this key line again, because we can see here there are some key lines around this particular area. Let me show you some, because if you look at here, price is getting rejected, and also price finding strong support around this particular area. So we can see maybe price coming to this area, trying to break above and getting pushed to the downside. So guys, that's what I actually wanted to share with you in today's video. If you appreciate my work, do smash the like button, and if you're watching this for the first time, also don't feel shy to hit the subscribe button and the bell. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share. Until next time, my name is Anup. Bye bye.